Imagine an enemy so swift, so precise, that their very name struck terror into the hearts of empires. How did a nomadic people from the windswept steppes forge an army that conquered more land in 25 years than the Romans did in 400? For centuries, the Mongol horde carved an empire that stretched from the Pacific to Eastern Europe, leaving an indelible mark on history. Their military machine wasn't built on sheer numbers or towering fortifications, but on a terrifying blend of innovation, discipline, and a ruthlessness that redefined warfare. In this documentary, we'll peel back the layers of legend to uncover the tactical genius and psychological warfare that made the Mongol army the most feared force of its time. We'll explore the core pillars of their dominance, their unparalleled cavalry, the devastating power of their composite bows, their sophisticated battlefield coordination, and an intelligence network that left no secret undiscovered. Prepare to understand how this seemingly unstoppable force reshaped the world, and why, even today, their name echoes with a chilling power. At the very heart of Mongol dominance was their mastery of horsemanship. From the moment they could walk, Mongol children were raised to live and fight in the saddle. Their lives revolved around the horse, not just as a means of transport, but as a silent, powerful partner in battle. These weren't the pampered war horses of European knights. These were tough, resilient Mongol ponies, capable of enduring incredible hardship and covering vast distances without complaint. A single Mongol warrior would often ride with 3 or 4 spare horses, allowing them to switch mounts frequently, keeping their cavalry fresh and moving at breakneck speed for days on end. This logistical marvel meant the Mongols could launch lightning-fast raids that appeared out of nowhere, striking deep into enemy territory before anyone knew they were coming. It also gave them an astonishing strategic reach, enabling extended campaigns that left slower, more cumbersome armies bewildered and exhausted in their wake. They could outmaneuver, outflank, and simply outrun any adversary, projecting power across continents with a speed that was, frankly, terrifying. While European armies struggled to supply forces just a few days' march from home, the Mongols, with their hardy horses and self-sufficient lifestyle, could sustain operations hundreds, even thousands, of miles from their homelands, often living off the land, further extending their reach and striking fear into distant populations. But mobility alone doesn't conquer empires. You need weapons that can deliver a crushing blow. For the Mongols, that weapon was the composite bow. Forget simple wooden arcs. These were engineering marvels, meticulously crafted from layers of wood, sinew, and horn, laminated together with animal glue. The result was a bow that, despite its relatively compact size, packed an incredible punch, capable of delivering arrows with exceptional range and penetrating power. A skilled Mongol archer, often firing from a gallop, could loose arrows with deadly precision, showering enemies with a hail of projectiles from hundreds of yards away. This wasn't just harassment. This was a weapon of terror. Imagine enemy formations, tightly packed, suddenly disintegrating under a constant deluge of arrows, each capable of piercing armor and flesh. The psychological impact was immense, disrupting enemy ranks and demoralizing even the bravest soldiers long before they could engage in close combat. Mongol tactics often involved riding in circles around their targets, a deadly carousel of destruction, firing continuously while maintaining distance. These bows, capable of punching through armor at close range and peppering formations from afar, were a crucial factor in their battlefield dominance, turning open fields into killing grounds and fortifications into vulnerable targets under sustained assault. Beyond individual skill and superior weaponry, the Mongols' true genius lay in their sophisticated battlefield coordination. Their army wasn't a loose collection of warriors. It was a meticulously organized machine, built on a decimal system. Units were divided into tens, hundreds, thousands, known as minguns, and tens of thousands, known as tumens. Each unit had clearly defined roles and responsibilities, operating with synchronized precision. Communication across vast battlefields was handled through a sophisticated system of flags, drums, and messengers, ensuring orders could be relayed instantly and accurately, even in the chaos of battle. This allowed for the seamless execution of complex maneuvers that bewildered their opponents. They were masters of the feigned retreat, a deceptive tactic where a unit would appear to break and flee, only to lure pursuing enemy forces into an ambush, where other Mongol units would emerge from hiding to encircle and destroy them. They employed coordinated attacks, hitting multiple points simultaneously, and perfected flanking maneuvers that would envelop entire armies. This level of discipline and synchronized movement was virtually unheard of in the 13th century, giving the Mongols an overwhelming advantage over feudal armies that often lacked centralized command and control, leading to mass panic and collapse among their adversaries. Yet, even the most formidable army needs eyes and ears. The Mongols possessed an intelligence network so advanced it would rival modern-day agencies. Before any major campaign, a vast web of spies and scouts would infiltrate enemy territories, sometimes months or even years in advance. Their mission was to gather every piece of crucial information: the strength and weaknesses of enemy armies, their leaders, their supply routes, the morale of their troops, and critical details about the terrain, including water sources, mountain passes, and potential ambush sites. This wasn't just basic reconnaissance. It was a comprehensive intelligence-gathering operation. They understood that knowledge was power, and by understanding their enemy better than the enemy understood themselves, the Mongols gained an invaluable strategic foresight. They could anticipate enemy movements, choose advantageous battlegrounds that played to their strengths, and exploit every conceivable vulnerability. They even used psychological warfare, spreading rumors and exaggerating their own power, often causing cities to surrender without a fight. This constant flow of information, from the smallest skirmish to the largest fortress, gave the Mongol generals an unparalleled understanding of the unfolding conflict, providing them with a critical, often decisive edge before the first arrow was even fired. The Mongol horde was more than just a collection of fierce warriors. They were architects of fear, mastering every aspect of warfare to create an unstoppable force. Their legacy isn't just one of conquest, but a testament to strategic brilliance, tactical innovation, and unwavering discipline. They showed the world how speed, precision, coordination, and intelligence could reshape empires. Their terrifying reputation was well-earned, built on a military ethos that remains a powerful lesson in the art of war. If you want to dive deeper into the tactics of history's most feared armies, click here for our next video.